गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। अगेन आई एम हियर विद द न्यू सेशन ऑफ स्पोकन इंग्लिश। आज हम लोग एकदम प्योर स्पीकिंग करने वाले हैं। अगर आप सेशन ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, फ्रॉम बेसिक से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, आप चाहते हैं कि हम बोलें, तो पिछला वाला भी सेशन आप लोग देखे होंगे। पिछला वाले सेशन में हमने आपको एक टास्क देके छोड़ा था। अगर आपको याद है तो हमने आपको एक टास्क दिया था। क्या था टास्क? टास्क क्या था? ये था टास्क, ये, ठीक है ना। ये हमने टास्क लिया था और इस पे हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे। आज पूरा जो सेशन होगा डिस्कशन का होगा, राइट। सो एवरीवन बी रेडी, एवरीवन बी रेडी। अभी जस्ट मैं लिंक आपको भेज रहा हूं और हम लोग पूरा का पूरा सेशन आज डिस्कशन ही करेंगे। नो ग्रामर एट ऑल। बीच बीच में जहां जहां जरूरत पड़ेगा मैं आपको सेंटेंसेस वर्ड बताते चलूंगा, बट आज का जो ओवरऑल सेशन होने वाला है वो क्या होने वाला है? डिस्कशन का सेशन होने वाला है। And the discussion is going to be on the topic the youngsters, today's youngsters in the age of sparkling and flying are living their life in stress and pain. आज के जो यंगस्टर्स हैं उड़ने की उम्र में क्या कर रहे हैं? सर पकड़ के बैठे हुए हैं, ठीक है ना। किसी को दर्द में, कोई दर्द में जी रहा है, कोई स्ट्रेस में जी रहा है, तो वो हम लोग आज डिस्कस करने वाले हैं पूरा का पूरा सेशन, ठीक है। सो एवरीवन बी रेडी, एवरीवन बी रेडी। मैं लिंक भेज रहा हूं, आप ज्वाइन करिए लिंक को और बात करेंगे। आज हम लोग पूरा सेशन ही बात करने वाले हैं। आज कोई टेंशन नहीं है, कुछ आंसर करने का जरूरत नहीं है, कुछ सोचने का जरूरत नहीं है। व्हाटएवर इज जस्ट कमिंग इन योर माइंड, बिकॉज वी आर यंगस्टर्स एंड द टॉपिक इज डायरेक्टली रिलेटेड टू अस। टॉपिक सीधा का सीधा हम लोग से रिलेटेड है, तो हम लोग खुल के बात कर सकते हैं, ठीक है। चलो लेट्स द सेशन गेट स्टार्टेड। मैं आपको लिंक सेंड कर रहा हूं, फटाफट से ज्वाइन करिए एवरीवन। चलो लिंक चला गया है, ज्वाइन करिए सारे लोग एंड हम लोग कनेक्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन। स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का सेशन, जहां पे मैं टॉपिक को इंट्रोड्यूस करूंगा, मैं आपको पॉइंट्स दूंगा एंड उसके बाद हम लोग क्या करेंगे? हम लोग डिस्कशन करेंगे। So first of all, I'll introduce the topic. I'll tell you each and every single key points so that you could discuss smoothly on the topic and you'll get the time to think over the topic also, right? So do it fast. फटाफट से सारे लोग ज्वाइन कर लो एंड स्टार्ट करते हैं हम लोग सेशन आज का। वी हैव अ मिनट, 1 मिनट का टाइम है हम लोग के पास, आप लोग ज्वाइन करिए। लेट्स सी कौन कितने इंटरेस्टेड है। हमने आपको सेशन भेज दिया है, जल्दी से ज्वाइन करो, आई एम वेटिंग। कल हम लोग रेगुलर स्पीकिंग वाला सेशन देखे थे, जहां पे हम लोगों ने देखा था कि बिना ग्रामर का यूज का हम कैसे बोल सकते हैं, ठीक है। तो वो भी अगर आप प्रैक्टिस किए होंगे तो उसके आधार पे ही बोला जा सकता है, इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना। आप बोलना चाहते हैं तो बोलिए, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। सी द टॉपिक, मेक द पॉइंट्स एंड स्टार्ट स्पीकिंग। चलिए, लिंक डायरेक्ट भेजा जा चुका है, दोनों जगह पे अवेलेबल है, ग्रुप में भी है और चैनल पे भी है, कहीं से आप ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं सेशन को। फटाफट से ज्वाइन कर लीजिए सारे लोग। कितने सारे लोग रेडी हैं? चलो बता दो मुझे कितने सारे लोग रेडी हैं फटाफट से। आज मैं खुद बात करने का मूड में हूं, ठीक ना? व्हाट इज द टॉपिक? टॉपिक क्या है? टॉपिक क्या है? टुडेज यंगस्टर्स इन द एज ऑफ फ्लाइंग एंड स्पार्कलिंग, in the age of flying and sparkling, what are they doing? What are they doing? They are living their life in stress and pain. कितने लोग हैं? चलो, it's okay. Now, is my voice audible? Voice मेरा audible है? Let's get the people add into the discussion. Is my voice audible? फटाफट से बताओ आप. Who is? So we were discussing, हम लोग डिस्कस क्या कर रहे हैं? We were discussing that whatever the life we are living today is painful or is joyful. What it is? Whatever the life we are living today is painful or joyful. What it is? Is my voice audible? Okay. So let's the topic get started. First of all, I'm going to introduce the topic. Actually, the topic is today. The topic is about everyone's life related, because nowadays we can see that the youngsters are going in the zone where there's a pain, there's a stress. Maximum youngsters are living or tense today, right? What is related to their career, related to their relation, related to their education. In very early age, they have been serious for what? For earning money, for settling in their life. Even the doctors, numbers of counselors are suggesting that before the age, doing anything is definitely a harmful thing. If you are in a childhood, then definitely you need to study, you need to play, you need to be free, right? But what the youngsters are doing, they are thinking beyond of imagination, right? They are thinking to be a billionaire, millionaire overnight, and to do that, anything on any extent they are ready to go, right? So first of all, we'll put the opinion. After that, we'll get the class started with a discussion. So let's have the opinion first of all. सबसे पहले opinion हम लोग रखते हैं. चलिए, start speaking. Who is gonna be the first? सबसे पहले कौन बोलेंगे? खुशबू शानी. Who is? Brin Singh.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone.
Okay.
Today's topic is youngsters in the age of sparkling and flying are living their life in stress and pain. According to me, as these youngsters also feel pain because only reason of education. They are students understands like different types of exams attend, and sometimes like all exams take age. It is because date of birth, all other stars have not a stop. It year it means like his date of birth. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Grow up so understand also feel pain. Like second like career. Career then understand career like feeling bad all of the stuff like not good job. Like private sector understand doing job but salary not given like he feel dream. So all of the stuff like and I feel like pain. Like social media, now generations, every people and every person like to follow the social media. Sometimes social media it is good, but sometimes very bad. So our students like all of us are busy in social media and side effects like we not correct the all correct the exam. So it is like to face stress pain, adverse health problems. Also, our starts like drinking or smoking. So also like in his life bad and his like friend make not good. So he just their life in a stress and painful. That is my opinion.
Okay. See, we got to know that altogether numbers of reason coming in front of us through which we can say that the youngsters are facing the problem, like education. One who is doing nothing itself, he or she is creating problem related to the career, but one who is dedicated in their career, one who is practicing hard, one who is studying properly, one who is studying the whole day in the libraries, they are getting the marks also, they are cracking the exams also, but due to the loopholes or the administration or the governance, if they are not getting the job, this has been very painful and they are being stressed. They are compelled to do something else that is not required to do, but under compulsion they are doing. You can see that in society the criminal activities is also increasing. Somewhere we can agreed by saying that the education or the governance is giving the helping hand towards increment of the criminal activities, right? And in all those things the youngsters are taking the participation most. The first reason is. Second is that somewhere the social media is also being the reason. The great people, the scholars, always used to say that there is a far differences between the real life and the real life, right? But the nowadays youngsters has completely understood, made their life a real as a real, right? They are considering the real life as a real life, but actually it doesn't happen. Whenever they saw some of the couple, some of the people, some of the friends living together, having the conversation, a kind of conversation that is not suitable for them, but they are trying to do it practically. They are trying to accept it, adopt it in their own life. That is also being the reason behind the spreading the sorrow and the pain in their life. It is called that once your mind will be empty, it will be the home of a devil, right? So, in the age of this, your mind shouldn't be the empty minded. If you don't have the work, then definitely the problem will create. So do the proper work, think deeply that what you have to do. So these are the problems. Still we are not counting the solution. These are the problems which are counting, and we will have the discussion also on that. Next is that the generation, the Gen Z's, what you have heard, what you have known about. Recently, the Nepal tragedy happened, from where the youngsters has understood that we can do anything. But this is India specifically. right? When we talk about the Indian youngsters, you can see the different perception among them. Some of the youngsters are so much serious, concerned, related to everything. But some of the youngsters are there who are completely passive, who are completely stagnant, right? Who are completely irresponsible. So these also things creating the problem in the life of the youngsters. As we are being youngsters, number of time the question has been created that youngsters are confident or confused. So you can see that the many of the youngsters are confused, while the many of youngsters are confident. One who is confident, they know the path that where they have to go. But the youngsters who are confused, they can do anything. For example, I'm telling you, the youngsters who are confident, they have already selected their path, and they are struggling into that. And it is guaranteed also they will get the destination wherever they want to go. But what about those who haven't decided that what they have to do? What about those? What about those who have completed their BTech degrees, MTech degrees, and dying for the Group D job? What about those? What about those who haven't anything to spend? They don't have a single penny to spend, but still they are falling in love. They are making the false promises to a girl. In one side, they are destroying their own life, but second side, they are destroying the girl's life also, right? Parts of joke, but somewhere it is called that the girls are responsible. But to be seriously, it doesn't happen, right? They are so much serious about their life. So the youngsters, what they are doing, it is required to have self-analysis, right? Now, these all things were the questions. These all things were the problems. Now, it's time to have the conclusion, the decision, where we can decide that what the youngsters need to do, how we can make a fair, independent, and creative generation where the youngsters will take participation the most freely. Understood? So the first question is there any way through which we can make the education proper? Is there any way through which the governance will take the decision good? As you have heard, you have listened also that in Russia, when the exams happens, the police help the youngsters, police help the students to take them to the destination, the examination hall. At that time, the police will be on the alert zone that nobody could get late, nobody missed their exams. And for that, somewhere the organization, the schools, the colleges, the other shop also, the other organization also has been left, has been closed. But in India, have you ever seen that the traffic police has ever cleared the traffic for the students? Not at all. So if the mindset is like that, if the mindset is like that, where the education doesn't matter for the youngsters, how we can imagine that the life won't be problematic? Of course, it will be. It will be unless we understand the youngsters are the pillar of the society. Definitely, definitely it will be the problematic. How the problem can be solved? प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व कैसे किया जाए? If this is a huge problem, the youngsters are the pillar of the society. Through the youngsters, every single thing is going to happen. Then why the youngsters are not valued? Why the youngsters has been beaten, thrown away everywhere? Why there is nobody to listen them? See the condition of the country. More than 8 lakh, 10 lakh students are there every single year who are being unemployed. They are not getting anything to do. If someone is trying to raise the voice against the government itself blaming the youngsters. If somewhere the teacher is taking the favor of the student, if the teacher is standing behind the student and they are trying to initiate some of the movements, again government being the dictator for them, so how it will be possible to make their life good? Why the USA always considered as the powerful nation? Because because the USA is in the hand of the youngsters. United States of America always hire the youngsters in their armies, and after that they get promoted and they get equal opportunity to take the decision in the development of country. But does it happen in India? A lot of youngsters are there who have the great mind, who have the sharp ideas, not only making the things, not only the clerical things, not only earning money, but also taking the hard decision in favor of the country. But a kind of politician who have got the superior position, the gazetted position, they are not ready to leave that position. The numbers of younger politicians, like the recently we have introduced a politician that is called Jairam Mato. He is so much bold. He speaks louder. He tells every single problem louder in front of everyone. He is raising the voice for the awareness. He is trying to solve the problems, every single problems of the poor. So that kind of youngsters we need. And how it can be possible? When the youngster will be free to take decision, but they are not ready to free. Somewhere the governments are being the responsible, and somewhere youngsters being the responsible itself. In the age of study, they are not studying, they are doing something else. Right? Everyone come to you and give the lecture that study doesn't matter. Who said? Whoever has been succeed in their life, everyone is suggesting that the study is important. You need to study. You need to think deep. Right? Everyone is suggesting you. So why don't you understand that education matters a lot? Most of the youngsters don't even value the teachers, don't even value the books. In 90% youngsters hand is the smartphone, not the books. But if you'll compare the student of USA or the India, in 90% students hands there is a book. Somewhere the students are studying the book of stock market. Somewhere the students are studying the book of philosophies. Somewhere the students are studying the book of journals. Somewhere the students are studying the book of mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, botany, geology. They are studying. But what we are doing, we can openly see what we are doing. We are making the reels. We are just making pouts. We are having pranks, right? What kind of stuff is this? This is the part-time things that can be done also. But you have made your profession, prank has been made as a profession. You can imagine that where we are going. So these are the problems through which the youngsters are being stressed and feeling pain. If in a year, if in a 2 year, if in a 3 year, the youngsters channel is not got promoted, they started uploading the sad videos, like nobody is supporting, nobody is helping, nobody is liking, nobody is subscribing. Nowadays we can see that every single teacher, whoever is there, except one or two, whoever the teaching in online mode, everyone is requesting to the student that please like me, subscribe me, share me. What kind of mindset has been, I don't understand. And the youngsters also are understanding themselves as superior, that oh my god, the teacher is saying me to like me, share me and subscribe me, they are requesting us. So this is the mindset. So definitely there will be the problematic life, because the things which need to be valued, you are not valuing, but the things which is not required to value, you are giving them a lot of values, like your accounts, your social media's accounts, doing the stops, roaming here and there, doing the without any reason, the blogs, all those things. Doing these things is not bad, absolutely not bad. But making these things as a profession, it is absolutely wrong. That is why the life of the youngster has been problematic. Can you imagine a youngster who has been done B.Ed? When I heard this news, I got shocked. A student who has completed B.Tech, who have the B.Tech degree, They are fighting with the 10th class student, group D students. They are fighting and they are getting job. What kind of craziness is this? On the name of the government job, can we do anything? The government job is required for the basic survival, nothing else. But who will tell the students? Who will tell the youngsters? If you want to make your life good, just be free, focus on study, and try to solve the little problem. If you are not able to solve it, also at least ignore it. At least ignore it. That can also solve the problem. Right? So these all things are there. Now let's come to the solution. Let's come to the solution through which we can be happy, we can be little free, we can be stress free, we can be pain free, right? We don't have the pain in that particular case. What should we do? I'm not saying by itself, in accordance with, not according to me, in accordance with the numbers of great people, numbers of successful people who have been succeed in their life. Everyone said that make your screen time less. Everyone say. Even the Mark Zuckerberg, the recently the Elon Musk interview has been revealed when the news reporter asked to him that what is your screen timing, he checked and said 1 minute out of 24 hours. So if you are a sensible person, you can imagine that how less he is using. Similarly, and we used to say again and again that we don't have time. Oh my God, we don't have time. We don't know what we are doing and saying we don't have time. These things is happening. So these things are going to be problematic. Of course, if you have to live your life freely, then you need to less your screen time. Make your screen time less. You need to make the separation from the social media. At least at once it can't be happen, then slowly do it. Right? Whoever I try to ask that I play PUBG, I play Free Fire. Not everyone, but most of the youngsters does. Basically, those youngsters who are belonging from a middle class family, they are buying the things. They are buying the iPhones on EMIs. Somewhere I have heard in the interview that one youngster is standing in the queue to buy the iPhone on EMI, and when some reporters asked to him that how you will repay the EMI of that particular EMI a smartphone, so he used to say that my father will pay. Why would I pay? My father will pay. This is the mindset, right? So posing off and being real is far differences. Right? So when we are not in the state of pose off or show off, we don't need to be. होने का जरूरत भी नहीं है. So to solve all the problem of your life, there is only one solution. There is only one solution. Make your target, be dedicated, and study. Make your target, be dedicated, and study. Nothing else. Nothing else. Right? The additional thing always will be additional. In any stage of your life, you can do it. But the specific period of life, the specific thing can be done. By a single example, I'm telling you. After 28, you can't attempt the SSC CHSL. After 30, you can't attempt the SSC CGL. After 32, nearly, you cannot attempt any exams, any competitive exams, except one or two. After 35, your age will be over for every single competitive exams. So where you need to prepare for the competitive exams, you are spending your time somewhere else. But when your time will be over, you will think about it and regret it. Right? There's a proverb also called that don't cry over spilt milk. Multiple time I have told you. So in the restricted age, restricted things are to be done. Right? So this is very important to understand. This is very important to understand. If you understood it, nobody is there to stop you. If you don't understand it, nobody is there to save you. Right? our elders used to say in our home, like parents, the family members used to say it, that whatever you are doing, you will be paid. जो भी आप कर रहे हैं उसका फल आपको मिलेगा. They don't say wrong. Absolutely, they say correct. If you have struggled 2 or 3 hours continuously and you have forgotten the entire world, definitely you will be successful. The numbers of examples are there. Numbers of examples are there. Right? Try to find the excuses to be happy. Try to find the excuses to be free, not the slave. Okay, I'm going to ask a thing specifically for the youngsters, because I'm a youngster, so I can experience all those things that you are experiencing. All those things. Whatever the examples I used to deliver in my classes, sometimes the student used to say, sir, it is absolutely correct. Whatever you are saying, this things happened with me. This incident happens with me. This dialogue is directly implemented on me. Sometimes you used to say that. So how could I deliver all those things? Because I have experienced it. I have observed that. I have known about it. Right? Because even I am a youngster. So I can understand, I can feel, I can observe. Right? So now let's come to the solution. A lot of lectures has been already given. The problems I have counted, but the solution is that, see, at once nothing can be done. Right? Overnight, nobody can be millionaire. Overnight, nobody can be billionaire. You need to practice continuously. You have to be consistent. You have to be dedicated. You have to be conscious, aware. It is required to move with the time, because time itself says, if you save me, I'll save you. If you ruin me, I'll destroy you. Time itself says, this is the rule of the time. You have studied multiple times. When I used to give the topic on time, everybody used to say that time is very important, but only for speak. Right? So you need to think deeply on that. As casually here we are talking about, and you are listening also, but if you'll think it deeply, right, you will be in deep sorrow. The numbers of motivators are telling you, they have calculated the time, how much seconds you have, how many hours you have, how many days you have, right? And slowly these all things are slipping from our hand, and we are about to do nothing except thinking, except overthinking. At least do something rather overthinking. You don't need to overthink. Think one and do one. Simple logic is there. Somewhere I have heard, sir, motivation नहीं मिल रहा सर. सर मोटिवेशन नहीं मिल रहा, क्या करें भाई? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि इस एज में तुमको मोटिवेशन चाहिए. फ्रॉम 20 to 28, ये जो एज है ना, इस एज में अगर तुमको मोटिवेशन का जरूरत पड़ रहा है, if you are feeling that you need to be motivated by somebody else who you don't know about, between 20 to 28, it is itself a very serious issue. Itself very serious issue. You have to think only one thing. I have to start, I have to finish. There is no in between. बीच में कुछ नहीं है. Start करना है, खत्म करना है. Example, if I have started studying mathematics, start the syllabus, study the syllabus, finish the syllabus. That's all. If you have to study reasoning, start study reasoning, complete the syllabus, that's all. After that thing, whatever you have to do. उसके बाद सोचते रहो ना जो सोचना है. But in full enthusiasm, you'll come to the institute, come to the organization. So from today onwards, I have to start because I can't lose my single seconds afterwards. So day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, you will have a lot of enthusiasm. But at the end of day 5, you think that it might be for me. I need to do something else. No, you don't need to do something else. As you have started with the great enthusiasm, finish it. Finish it with that. It will obviously be the good way, good decision to get your destination. Yes, it will be. आप कर सकते हैं ऐसा. And this will be the solution. This will be the solution for each and every single things. अभी आप लोग का मन में आ रहा हो कहाँ से ये लेके बैठ गए आप लेक्चर, कहाँ से लेके बैठ गए, ये सब कहाँ से आने लगा आपके अंदर. अभी अच्छा खासा तो ग्रामर पढ़ा रहे थे आप, अच्छा खासा तो स्पोकन पढ़ा रहे थे. मैं बता देता हूँ कहाँ से आ रहा है. कल का न्यूज़पेपर में मैंने पढ़ा, मोर देन 80 to 85% यंगस्टर्स जो है अभी अवसाद में जी रहा है. अवसाद में जी रहा मतलब टेंशन, अलग ही लेवल का टेंशन चल रहा है भाई साहब, अलग ही लेवल का टेंशन चल रहा है. मैं एक प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल बताता हूँ. मेरी एक स्टूडेंट है, वो शायद सुन रही होगी. वो मेरे पास आई इंक्वायरी के लिए, पढ़ना है सर मुझे. बोले ओके पढ़ो. मुझे DCA करना है सर, प्लस स्पोकन करना है सर. ओके गुड, करो, क्या दिक्कत है. तो बोले कि ठीक है सर कल से आएंगे. नो नेगोशिएशन एट ऑल, कोई नेगोशिएशन नहीं, फी में कुछ कम नहीं करना है. बोले कि सर मुझे पढ़ना है. बोले ठीक है कल से आ जाओ. ठीक है सर आएंगे कल से. ठीक है, कल हमने कॉल किया, बात की. परसों हमने कॉल किया, बात की. उसके अगला दिन बाद फिर कॉल किया, फिर बात की. ठीक है, तो पैटर्न से पता चला that she is thinking that I don't want to be dependent on my parents because her fee was 14,000. Her fee was 14,000 and she didn't even want to ask a single penny from her parent. I don't understand what kind of mindset do you have. You are a child. You are 14 years child. You are a teenager and you are completely dependent on your parents. If your parents are capable, if they are not capable, it is completely different thing. You can directly come and say to me that my parents are not capable. I'll talk to them and I'll teach you free of cost. I'm speaking in front of the camera. I'll teach you free of cost. And even I'm doing, a lot of students are in my institute. It is not required to pay the money. A lot of are there. They directly used to say me that sir मेरे पास नहीं है, लेकिन अभी जॉब करेंगे ना हम आपको दे देंगे. ठीक है, पढ़ो ना. हाँ, लेकिन जैसे तुम्हारा कंडीशन है कि अभी मेरे पास नहीं है पैसा, हम नहीं देंगे, जॉब करेंगे तब देंगे, उसी तरह से मेरा कंडीशन है. Even it is my condition that you single day also you won't be gap, you won't be absent. एक दिन भी एब्सेंट नहीं होगे. फिर अगर आप डेडिकेटेड हो तो नहीं होगे. फिर पढ़ो फ्री में, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है मुझे. जॉब लो उसके बाद ही पैसा दो, है ना. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड. तो वहां से क्या समझ में आया मुझे कि सर हम तो डिपेंडेंट नहीं होना चाहते अपने पेरेंट्स पे, पेरेंट्स से पैसा नहीं लेना चाहते. तुम पागल है क्या? पेरेंट्स से पैसा नहीं लेना चाहते, पेरेंट्स से पैसा नहीं लोगे तो करियर कैसे बनेगा? फिर रोते रहना जिंदगी भर, पेरेंट्स से पैसा नहीं लेंगे. सर हम पहले अर्न करेंगे. कहां से अर्न करेंगे भाई? क्या ऐसा मान, ठीक है, एक होता है स्किल, एक होता है टैलेंट. एक होता है स्किल, एक होता है टैलेंट, राइट. अगर आप टैलेंटेड हैं, टैलेंटेड हर कोई नहीं होता. अगर आपको गॉड गिफ्ट मिला हुआ है, अगर आपका वॉइस अच्छा है, अच्छे गाते हैं, अगर आपका मूव्स अच्छा है, अच्छे डांसर हैं, अगर आपके हाथों में जादू है, अच्छे एक राइटर है, ठीक है ना, अगर आपका ब्रेन काम करता है अच्छे से, तो आप टैलेंटेड हैं, कर सकते हैं, नो डाउट. लेकिन हर कोई टैलेंटेड तो नहीं होता ना. उसको स्किल सीखना पड़ता है एक अच्छा इंसान बनने के लिए. तुमको जब इतना ही लग रहा है तुम पैसा लो, ये समझ के कि हम उधार ले रहे हैं। पढ़ो मन लगा के कि वो वर्थ इट हो जाए, यूटिलाइज हो जाए, और उसके बाद सूद समेत रिटर्न करो ना, 2 गुना 3 गुना 4 गुना रिटर्न करो। रिटर्न क्या करो, उनका कर्जा तो ऐसे भी नहीं उतार सकते हो, रिटर्न क्या करो, जो जो चीजों का रिक्वायरमेंट है देते रहो। So these kind of mindset is creating the problem, and after that they will say that I have a lot of burden, I have a lot of burden, I can't do anything. जब कुछ नहीं कर पाए तो finally they will start blaming the parents, you won't give me the money, because of you only I didn't have do anything. All these things are bullshit. Somewhere you are creating the problem for you itself. You are not dedicated, you are completely careless, right? On the name of studying, you are coming outside the home, you are teaching, you are cheating your parents, you are cheating yourself too, you are giving the helping hand to destroy the society itself. A lot of things are there, and to make it correct, only one thing is required. What? Study, dedication, separation from the little separation from the technology. Yes, of course it is. Now come to the conclusion on the topic, that the youngster itself has made the problem for them. If they are thinking and doing, only two processes are there. If they are thinking and doing, there won't be any problem. If they are either only thinking or either undesigned path they have chosen, अगर वो सिर्फ सोच रहे हैं तो भी गलत है। अनडिजाइंड पाथ, जिधर मन किया निकल लिए, even it is wrong, and that will create the problem for your life, right? Which will give you stress and the pain. So this is the time to wake up and do something. Whatever you have designed, chosen, and or you have seen the dream to fulfill, now this is the time. This is the time to do. Wake up and start doing. That is all for today. We'll see you in the next class with a different topic. Till then, thank you. The class is now over. Rest in the next class.